Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 30th. This week, you start off with the Seven of Clubs. So, Seven of Clubs can represent feeling trapped in a lot of ways, feeling trapped like at a job or something like that, and needing to break away from that job. So, a lot of you could be having to deal with that. And then this is one of those cards that has like a flip side to it. On the other hand, it can represent business success. So, it can definitely represent success. However, if you are starting to see some success with this card, it's definitely a card where you'd want to definitely look into that success. Definitely look into things and make sure you're not missing things. Sometimes this card can come up like when we get a promotion like too soon. Like we get a promotion, we're not really ready for it. We don't have all the details. So definitely make sure, this card doesn't say you shouldn't take a promotion or something like that if it comes to you. It just make sure you have all the details and you might have to learn something extra. This makes total sense during a retrograde too. So there's really no surprise there. But it can be, like I said, it can be a good card as well. It can also represent having difficulties in love, because this card represents having difficulties with the opposite sex is what I'm trying to say. So a lot of you could be experiencing some difficulties, but just know sevens clear up pretty quickly. So sevens are really about not creating arguments, and they're about communicating like an adult, and you'll be fine. Next, you have the Joker, which is Gemini. Joker represents Gemini. Represents being able to juggle a lot, being able to handle a lot, being able to see both sides of an argument. So this is a very good card for like dealing with negotiations and anything like that. If any of you are dealing with negotiations this week, it would be a good card. This is a good card for you this week, dealing with any of that. It's also, I mean, really, it is a good card for arguing because it, again, allows you to see both sides, so you can really kind of work both sides and win in a lot of ways. But I still wouldn't with the rest of the cards that you have here, so it's not a good week to argue. But it is a good card for like needing, like if you're involved in anything legal. It's a good card for going back over the case or going back over whatever you're dealing with and looking for something extra. This is definitely a good card for that. If you're dealing, even if you're trying to build a case for something, it doesn't even have to be legal. Like, we're always building a case for something, right? We're always trying to persuade somebody to do something for us or to get something out of somebody. So if you're trying to do anything like that, any persuasion or anything, this is a good card for that. Of course, only, for good, nothing for bad with this card. Next, you have the Two of Spades. So some of you might need to let something go, or some of you, I'm actually feeling this card more in the past for you guys, so I think maybe some of you have let something go already, and maybe some of you, I would say those of you born in early Gemini, those early Geminis out there with this card might be dealing with some friendship issues, might have lost some friends, or, maybe argued with some friends or something like that. This card does have a lot to do with friendships. It can have to do with breakups, but really it's more of like a friendship card and like how we deal with our friends, how we talk with them and things like that. And it's a card of seeing the truth in friendships. So a lot of you could be like exposing some truths and things like that in your friendships. It is a very friendly week this week for you, I would say. You have the 10 of Diamonds next, which I just threw on the ground, and it's far away now, but the 10 of Diamonds is a good card. It's all about money coming in, more money coming in, but it's also about socializing, being very social, dealing with friends and money. Probably a bad week for that, even though it's a positive card, and some of these other cards are very positive financially. I would say that the truth is, really, I wouldn't do anything financial with friends this week because of Seven of Clubs and the Joker and the Two of Spades there. I would avoid all financial things with friends. But the 10 of Diamonds is a card of prosperity, more money coming to you, like I said. It's great for those of you starting a new business, looking at starting a new business, looking for jobs. Also great for looking at your finances. Again, if you're retired or you have a job and you're happy or whatever, it's a great card to look at your finances and look at how you can save and even save more as well. Next, you have the Six of Clubs, another card that has a lot to do with friends and kind of being more diplomatic when it comes to friendships and things. So definitely try your best not to argue this week. And this card, it does represent improvements in friendships. So, I think if you can stay diplomatic, like I said, and stay positive and things in friendships, it could be a very good week for friendships, improving friendships. And even with the Two of Spades is coming to a realization. It's a card of like being like, oh, you know what, seeing a pattern with friendships, like maybe where you constantly lose friends or, people get mad at you or whatever, coming to that realization and fixing it. So it's a very positive card in that sense. It's also a very intuitive card, so definitely trust your intuition this week with this card. And you end with the Ace of Diamonds. So a lot of you could be stepping off onto a new financial path. A lot of you could be making some new financial decisions. I would say that maybe recently a lot of you have come to a lot of conclusions financially. Maybe a lot of you are now saving in a different way, or maybe a lot of you are investing or things like that. So that's good for some of you. A lot of you could just be also getting a better job or making more money under this card. This is also a card of starting something new, so many of you could be starting something new under this card that would be really, really positive. So looks like a great week. Just watch the arguing, no arguing, but other than that, looks really good. So thank you for watching, and enjoy the week.